Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some fun Battlefield news. We're also going to go into some Star Wars Battlefront as well, do a little bit of speculation with EA, some Star Wars news, a lot of kind of fun stuff that's kind of popped up all throughout today, so I figured I'd make a fun little video on it, as we have a little bit of a break from all the restocking news. We'll probably have another restock video a little bit later on tonight with some kind of fun little rumors to be on the lookout for as well, so be on the lookout for that. But guys, hello. If any of you guys are brand new, we kind of been doing a lot of restock videos up on the channel, but we sometimes are trying to work in more on the actual news itself, mixed in with some gaming news and all that. If any of you guys are super brand new or not subscribed, make sure you guys go pop a subscription. We are giving away a PS5. All you have to do is go subscribe to the actual YouTube channel itself. As well, also we have the Twitch stream, link down below, Amazon link to go and check for the PS5, and of course, the Twitch and also the Weeble and Coinbase. You guys go and deposit $100 in either or, you guys go get free money. So a little bit of the solid links, link down below. So guys, we have a few little things I want to go talk about. We'll probably talk about first about the brand new Battlefield news that we just saw was announced from the actual EA CEOs. We've also had a little bit of Star Wars news and also Star Wars speculation on what EA is going to be going and doing in the future, what other game companies will actually be going and handling all these other games, because we heard all that random rumors before as well. So I figured this was kind of a fun new stuff to go talk about, because there's a lot of cool gaming news that came out. So I guess let's go and sit back, relax, and enjoy. As always, I would love to hear your opinions and feedbacks, because we'll have a little bit of speculation mixed in with this too as well. So if you guys ever want to, leave a comment down below. I personally love the Battlefield and Battlefront games myself, so I'm very excited to see more news, especially with them coming out for the next-gen consoles. There's a lot of cool stuff that can kind of make happen. So let's go dive right into the news. So to kind of start off, we can start off with the actual Battlefield itself. So I saw this earlier on today from Jeff. I love Jeff. I've spoken to him before. Very good guy. This is the guy who hosts the Game of the Year awards too as well. So he basically went and tweeted saying, during earnings calls, EA CEO Andrew Wilson promises a new Battlefield this holiday season, which I'm super excited for, with massive immersive battles. Also very excited for that, and that kind of ties into what I'm going to be saying for the new Star Wars Battlefront. And also with more players than ever before, says reveal will be coming this spring. Now, this alone, we're going to touch on this really quickly. This makes me extremely excited because I've loved the Battlefield games. I almost want to dare say I've actually liked the Battlefield games more than, say, like a Call of Duty or even like some other BRs. Mainly because I like the realism of it, as well also Bad Company 2 is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played throughout my entire life. I played that with friends, we had squads, just having a chance to go and basically explore the entire island, go and flank people. The fact that the maps were so big and everything was so destructive, I loved it. It was probably one of my favorite games I've ever played throughout my entire life. One of my favorite gaming times in general back in the good old Xbox 360. So from really cool things to look on here is number one, it kind of seems like they're focusing majorly on the next-gen consoles finally. So as you guys know, we have the PS5s, we have the Xboxes, and that's great because with all of the brand new next-gen consoles, that also means that PC can also bump up the quality standard, but also all the normal gamers and player bases can also build up their actual normal gaming computing power on the PS5 and Xbox, and it lets more people play, which they even said on the tweet over here with more players than ever before. And some of the old games back in the day, they were sometimes hard limited to like an 8, 8 versus 8, or like a 16 versus 16 if we're lucky. Now, some games were a little bit bigger, but that's kind of like the standard, I guess. But also bigger battles, which is great when it comes, more so driving tanks, helicopters, airplanes, or just a bigger map overall, bases, etc. And also too as well, just having a bigger, more beautiful map allows for more foliage, allows you for like actually go and hide, have more bush Wookiees coming on through, and it also just basically expands out the actual gameplay availability, because if you could have 500 people in a one game match, that is going to be so much more fun in comparison to having 8 people in a huge map that you just never find anyone. So this is really big news just for the brand new Battlefield. I'm extremely excited for this, and as you even go and see, we'll see more stuff this spring. But I want to go talk a lot about the actual Star Wars in Star Wars Battlefront 3 then, because this kind of ties into the same exact rumors as well. So to kind of start off on this, when it comes to the actual, I guess, drama in regards to EA and also with Lucasfilms, LucasArts, Disney, etc., is they have like a 10-year-long contract, and that contract is slowly coming to a close. And we've also been seeing some other new games also being rumored too as well. So we actually found an article on over here too as well, which we're going to go talk about from the Video Game Chronicle that kind of talks about this. We're going to highlight some certain points and how it kind of relates over to the actual Star Wars games. So as you guys know, EA is basically like the publisher / maker of a lot of Star Wars games, and they've basically held the rights for a while. But we also found out that Ubisoft is actually going to be making a brand new game too as well in the Star Wars universe. and is also surprisingly too as well made by the same people who made The Division. So I'm kind of curious if that game style is going to be the same thing, where it's more of like a singular one person, or like more of a open world, or more of like the old school Jedi games that came out last year, where it's more of like a over the top shoulder type gameplay, where it's not really too focused on shooting, or if it's going to be more of like a progressive based game. Think like a looter shooter, Division, Division 2, Destiny, etc. So that's something that's very, very interesting that I want to keep my eye on here for too as well. But the one major thing to kind of go be on the lookout for is EA said, and it took pride in its long-standing collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, which will continue for years to come. As well, also throughout this article, they also did go and say that they also will probably be working with them until at least 2023, which is good. That lets a lot more games be actually be developed, and also games won't be halted. They also did go and say they will continue to invest in Star Wars games new and old. Very, very nice. Very, very good. And then, of course, in context of Star Wars, we won't be announcing new things here, but I would like to say, if you look at our history with Star Wars, we've had a long and very profitable relationship with first LucasArts or Lucasfilms, and then with Lucasfilm as part of Disney, which is very, very nice, very, very cool. But the major thing I kind of want to go and take a note on this article is how it kind of relates back to the actual Battlefield itself and Battlefront 3 mixed on in. So it's a little bit more of a reach. This is more like the speculation part, but I think it's kind of cool to go and talk about. Number one, because if we have a way bigger game, kind of how the EA CEO was saying just for Battlefield, that means that Battlefront also has a lot more major potential to go have massive big battles, big space fights, or just overall like walkers walking on through, a lot more vehicles for you to go ride. And also, and this is the big thing I think for a lot of us, the potential for an even bigger overall map and also bigger actual wars going on when it comes to, the battles themselves. And that's one thing I would love, because even in the past Star Wars, which have actually been doing really good. If you guys didn't know, Epic Games actually went and released I think Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I think it had over 19 million players go and download it as it was free. So it shows that the player base is there, and the player base is willing to play the game, and that the games are fundamentally sought after and people want to play it. So that also ties into how EA would probably want to make a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 3. But also, as I'm mentioning, is that if you can make the game even bigger, imagine like a 500 versus 500 or like 128 versus 128 massive squad fights that are even bigger and better than before. You also mix it into as well. Like you have like walkers, you have people going and flying, you have people going and riding in like space scooters everywhere. I just feel like that has so much cool potential for actual fun gameplay, especially if you mix it with the next gen. You also mix into as well with better internet like services and stability, because we know the PS5 network is way better. On top of that too, you also as well, the computing power with the GPUs and CPUs can be so much better as well with these next gen consoles. It opens up such a massive window for people to have amazingly huge and awesome cool games to come out and play. As well, if you guys go ahead and if you guys have kind of basically seen from all the previous Battlefield and Battlefront games, they typically run around in the same engine and they play very similarly too as well. So if you kind of can go upgrade the actual overall engine it's running on, or just have a chance to go and fully like mitigate all this stuff over to the next gen, as I'm saying, PC players win, console players win. And overall, if we can have random huge space battles, or even on Battlefield itself, just really huge maps, kind of like they had back in the day for Battlefield Bad Company 2 and all the old Battlefield Bad Company games, there is a lot of big potential for some very fun games. And it does make me very happy seeing that also Ubisoft is building into new games as well when it comes to the Star Wars universe, because I don't mind EA, and I do think they have done a somewhat okay-ish job when it comes to their games. But the one thing that kind of stinks is that I do feel like EA doesn't necessarily have the full-on new capacity to make something brand new that we all can really enjoy. And I do think Ubisoft, if they try to go put a game that's similar to, say, like The Division, with a looter-shooter element mixed on in, and also making that into the Star Wars universe, where you can progress your character with good RPG elements, I can see that being really fun. Go work in lightsabers, go work in bosses, work in raids, kind of similar to how they have it in Division 1 and 2 or in Destiny, and we could actually have the build-ups for a very good looter shooter. And then we also have the build-ups for a really good Star Wars Battlefront 3 game, as well as a really good normal Battlefield game coming out for this actual holiday season. So this is kind of cool. I thought it was some fun gaming news to share. This is all kind of more breaking stuff and kind of tied in together, especially with the new Battlefield news. And I'm very hyped up to go play all these games, especially as you guys know, I've been focusing a lot on the PS5. I also love playing games on the PC. So all this put together is something that I am very, very heavily looking forward to as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed my quick little news slash whatever this is, I guess news of the day type stuff. I know I've been mainly focusing on the PS5 restock stuff, but leave a comment down below if you guys like these types of videos or want to give your thoughts on everything we talked about in the video itself, the new Battlefield, the new Star Wars, the actual Star Wars games by Ubisoft, etc. I think it actually looks like it has a lot of good potential, and I'm very excited to go and see all these games and actually play some new games on my next gen console. So like I said, leave a comment down below if you like these types of videos, a little bit of the speculation. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for the PS5 giveaway. Amazon link down below if you guys want to go check for the PS5 for the restock or whatever. Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to come say hi and hang out in the actual stream itself. And of course, we also have the Weeble. Sign up and deposit $100 for Weeble, and you guys go get a bunch of free money and free stocks. Or Coinbase, you guys buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin as well. Always linked down below. We'll have some more restock news around throughout today, and I hope you guys all enjoy. And I'll see you guys later on tomorrow for some more fun gaming news.